I apologize for that, everybody. But I had some personal issues I had to take care of, business issues. Good morning, everybody. Appreciate everybody coming through, even though it's nobody here but Tony Manzano. All right, let me get this started. Tony asked who would be a good replacement for Josh McDaniels and David Ziegler. I have no idea, but I know one thing. Colonel Sanders, who is AKA, let me mute this. All right, Colonel Sanders, who's AKA Mark Davis, is cheap when he hires people. So I don't know where that's going, but I'll tell you one thing. The happiest man in America is Davante Adams. And I told you guys back in April when they made this hire, I told you that Davante Adams, these guys are full of bleep and he doesn't take them seriously. And Davante Adams proved this point. He was right. He was right. He proved this point. And gotta give Davante a lot of credit, folks. He said these guys were idiots, and he proved his point. They were idiots. And again, another Belichick failure. As these assistant coaches for Bill Belichick flop everywhere. You can't be the original when you paint a Picasso. And that's what you got with Belichick's cronies. They fail everywhere they go. Everywhere they go, they fail. And this is McDaniels flopping twice. And I'm going to tell you what McDaniels went wrong. He should have never fired. You might as well call it firing. He should have never fired Derek Carr as the quarterback of that team. That was as dumb as it's balmy day here in New York City. It's crazy. I told you guys Davante did not take these two clowns seriously. He said it publicly. That's how all this mess started back in April. And Davante was proven right. And what's going to happen now, it depends on the direction Aaron Pierce, that's right, the former Giant linebacker that won Super Bowl back in 2011, which direction he wants to take this team. Because if he gets them to, let's say, 8 wins, he's going to keep the job. But the last time Mark Davis had the special teams coach put them in the playoffs, he fired him, let him walk away. So who knows what the Colonel, what he's going to do. That's why Mark Davis is known in this platform as the Colonel. There's a couple of things we're going to talk about this morning. There's always some big news happening in the morning. You notice that, everybody? It's always something big. In the NBA last night, if you missed it, when I went to bed, San Antonio was down by 20, and then people got what they wanted to see. The duel between Wembanyama and KD, and led by Victor Wembanyama, the Spurs, that's right, these San Antonio Spurs came back to win late in Phoenix late last night. And both players had mutual respect towards each other after the game. So all you people who says that Victor Wembanyama is a bust, he's this, he's that, that's what franchise NBA players do. Down 20 in a hostile environment, come back and win that game last night. So shout out to Victor Wembanyama and San Antonio. That's going to ignite the airline wars again. Okay? What a win for the San Antonio Spurs late last night. All of us went to bed, so, I wasn't up watching that. down 20. Okay. NBA is full tonight. Up here, I'll have a doubleheader up here beginning at 7 o'clock. I'll be on the air at 6:30 tonight with the Bucks and the Raptors. And then the late game is going to be the late game is going to be Sacramento at Golden State. Let me check the injury status of old boy for De'Aaron Fox. Let me check it right now as we're talking. Go to NBA news. Let's see if De'Aaron Fox is playing tonight. Let you know that right now. That's why when the thumbnail comes out later this afternoon, it's the thumbnail I wanted, which is Dame versus Siakam tonight. But another part of that tonight is I don't think much of Golden State. I really don't. I think Golden State is old yellow now. I really do. All right, let's see if he's playing tonight. Damn, this news is way behind this morning in the NBA. Everybody's buzzing about the San Antonio comeback. What a win for San Antonio last night. You know, NBA TV is going to show that over and over and over again. So San Antonio Keon Johnson steal, laid it up. And this is what happens to Phoenix when you sign bums like Wannabe. Wimbayama with the big rebound dunk putback, and then the steal of Kevin Durant by Johnson. Wow. And look at that young Spurs bench. Stunned Phoenix Suns. 115-114 San Antonio late last night on TNT if you missed it. Wow. Congrats to the young San Antonio Spurs last night. Tonight, the game I'll be doing, Milwaukee's at Toronto. Portland's at Detroit. Cleveland's at the Knicks. They're playing back-to-back tonight. Knicks totally destroyed the Cavaliers in Cleveland last night. Brooklyn's in Miami. Indiana off to a very good start at Boston. Boston's undefeated. Pelicans are at OKC. My OKC Thunder. That will be on ESPN tonight, unfortunately. I should have put the Knicks and Cavaliers. I would have loved that. I would have done OKC and the Pelicans. OKC already off to a 3-1 start. Washington at Atlanta. Charlotte's at Houston. Denver's at Minnesota. Chicago's at Dallas. Memphis at Utah. Boy, as Memphis just don't look the same without Ja Morant. 25-game suspension. Late Clippers at Lakers. Clippers off to a good start. Harden will play tonight. And Sacramento at Golden State. I'm trying to see if De'Aaron Fox is playing. Trey Lyles may play tonight. All right, De'Aaron Fox is out tonight. Let me see that schedule again. I do not want to do Phoenix. Memphis and Utah. I really don't want to do that. It's not the same without. All right, we'll just do Toronto and Milwaukee tonight and call it a night. I like to see games where the stars are playing. No De'Aaron Fox. That's a waste of my time. So there you go. So one game tonight. Milwaukee at Toronto, 7 o'clock Eastern. So there you go. All right, back to the NFL. What a trade yesterday. A lot of good trades yesterday. I still say the Eagles are the big winners in the trade deadline. A lot of people going crazy over the 49ers. Why? I don't know. Let me see what Manzano's been saying. Who do you think would be I don't know about that. Did you see the interview where Rob Manfred did after the previous game for the World Series? No, I missed it. He said he might be thinking of adjusting the division series to 7 games. I will say this right now. Okay. Upsets are going to happen no matter what. Because in baseball, it comes down to who's playing well. Because I'll say it again, it didn't affect the Astros at all. They bamboozled the Twins. It didn't affect them. You know what the problem is? I'm going to tell you what the problem is. Because the Dodgers and Braves both lost, people are upset. Because people, if these are the casual fans, because no one cares about baseball no more. Baseball's an old man sport. Even young Latinos here in New York don't give a damn about baseball unless it's the Yankees. They don't care. Rob can do that, but if the same teams keep the big dogs keep losing, then he's gonna look stupid. The people who are bitching about this, I have a solution for this. It is easy. Rob, teams like the Braves and the Dodgers, you pay your AAA affiliate for 3 days of their time. Pay them $100,000 a piece. That's nothing to these major league teams, especially Dodgers, Braves, Yankees. You pay those teams $100,000 a player, and you tell them we're going to play 3 games to get us warmed up before we play our playoff game. Plain and simple. That's all you got to do. You keep if you know you're going to win the division, like the Braves, they ran away with it. You pay your AAA affiliate and go, yo, we're going to play 3 days. So go on your vacation now in September and be ready to play us in early October, and your problems are solved. The pros, the big leaguers get their warm-up games in, and there's no problems. The only thing you do, though, is this. You don't pitch your starters. Keep your starters out of I'm thinking about don't pitch your aces and stuff. You keep them out. Okay? That's all you do. And the answer and the problem is solved. Let me see what he says. He says, making the wild card records be at a minimum 87 wins. Yeah, but Tony, what happens if it's not 87 wins? What happens if a team makes the wild card at, like Arizona did, 83 wins? What are you going to do then? Just play five teams make the playoffs? That's not going to work. You just tell the Braves, who is the division winners? The Braves, the Dodgers, and the Orioles. Tell your AAA affiliate, take a 3-week vacation because minor leagues end on Labor Day weekend. That's when the minor leagues is over. Tell these players, go on a little vacation for 3 weeks. Go to wherever they want to go, Cabo, wherever. Be back the first week in October. We'll fly you to Atlanta. We'll fly the team to LA, Baltimore, Houston. Well, now it's going to be Texas, Arlington, and we'll play you for 3 days. Players get their bats, they stay loose, they stay in shape. That's the solution. Stop baseball, stop crying. And I also will throw you in one more problem. There's no Yankees, there's no Red Sox in this. There's no Mets. No one cares about the Mets anyway. The Cubs choked down the stretch. No Cardinals. That's your other problem. And people better get ready because he will either be the GOAT tonight or he'll be the GOAT Friday night. And now Bruce Bochy with a win tonight or Friday night, he will tie Joe Torre. And like I said a year ago, I know what you're saying, but hey, I think the baseball format is perfect. Just tell those number 1 seeds to tell your team, your minor league team, go on a little vacation and then be on standby because if we win the division, you get your minor AAA team ready for 3 days to practice. Players will get their at-bats. They'll stay sharp, and then they'll be ready for the playoffs. That's all. Plain and simple. And also, let me say this. Folks, I warned you a year ago when that man was hired. Texas has arrived. Told you all. The dynasty will begin in Arlington. So the Raven Knights, the game show hosts of the world, Texas will run the American League now. They got the most money. The Yankees don't care. The Yankees are working on a blockbuster trade to get Juan Soto, and they'll pay Soto once they get him. Do I think that's enough for the Yankees? No, I don't. I think the Yankees are dead man walking. They suck. That's the Yankees' problem. They suck. After Judge gets hurt a lot. No, Wacky World was up here last year talking all that Aaron Judge bullshit. And I said, it's mighty funny that Aaron Judge stayed healthy last year because he knew the money was coming. Okay? Let me, Wacky World, if you are listening, nigga, Aaron Judge is not a pimple on Shohei Ohtani's ass. Ohtani's the best player on the planet. Okay? I don't want to hear about this guy. I don't want to hear about that guy. It's Ohtani's world right now. Okay? I'll tell you another player is going to be his world about 11:15 Eastern time tonight. Corey Seager will join a small select of players. I know Reggie's in this group. Frank Robinson's in this group. He will become the 5th player in the history of Major League Baseball to win 2 MVPs of the World Series. That tells you how hard it is to win the World Series. This is not like the NBA when LeBron always wins it when he wins. That's why the NBA sucks, okay? This is the best sport, the hardest sport. And we don't, and in baseball, let me come out my ass and talk a little elitist. This is not the NBA. This is not the NFL where MVP candidates are picked in July, and no matter what somebody else's do, it don't matter. I got a little message for the NFL, and I'm glad ESPN said this morning. It is Lamar Jackson's MVP to lose. Just look at his schedule the rest of the year. Okay? It's his MVP award to lose in the NFL. No one plays a tougher schedule on the planet than Lamar Jackson. His last 9 games coming up. He's playing against all playoff caliber teams. Okay? It's his MVP to lose. And if he goes 7-2, 6-3 down the stretch, which begins Sunday against the Seahawks, he will be the unanimous MVP of the NFL. I don't want to hear about Mahomes. And by the way, if Miami whips his ass Sunday, I don't want to hear about Mahomes the rest of the year. Okay? He is off the ballot. Okay? Okay? Now, let me say this, and this is going to get a lot of people's feelings hurt. Let me see. I was reading a report saying that Bruce Spellman, when he hires his new president of baseball ops and general manager, he's going to allow them to trade for Juan Soto. That's going to be too late, bro. Because the Yankees got that on lock. Okay, the Yankees have been under the radar working this shit. Okay. And the Yankees are ready to pay Soto $450 million. At last I checked, the Marlins, like the Heat or the coupons of MLB, they get their players on coupons and discounts. Ask Jorge Soler. Okay, I'm just saying. So, back to what I was saying. You know me, I love doing this for the people who are not in the know. I love doing this. So let me do this right now again for these people. Exactly, Canes. The Yankees equal the AM. The Marlins equal the poverty franchise. That was our facts. Miami's at 9:30 in the morning. And I'll be on the air at 7 o'clock in the morning for the pregame show. I'm doing all 4 games on Sunday. Let's do Lamar Jackson, everybody, since people are saying, oh, what is he talking about? Where is the Ravens? How come the Ravens are not up here? All right. This is Lamar Jackson the rest of the way, folks. Okay. I don't want to hear about Tua. I don't want to hear about Brock Purdy, who's been figured out. I don't want to hear about Jalen Hurts. It's average at best. He's all right. It's like Tua. All right. Okay. Let's do Lamar Jackson, shall we? This is Lamar Jackson beginning Sunday. Seahawks at home. Browns at home. Bengals at home. We're going to do the Bengals and the Seahawks games up here. At the Chargers. Okay. The Rams at home. Rams will be playing for an NFC spot, the wild card spots in the NFC other than Dallas and Seattle or San Francisco, the way it's looking right now, are very attainable. Okay, that last spot is very attainable right now. At the Jaguars, at the 49ers Christmas night on ESPN. The Dolphins at home, the Steelers at home. There is no argument there. Okay? He wins 7 of those last 9 games. He is the unanimous MVP. Okay? All right? End of story. I'll tell you one player will give him a fight, though. I'll tell you right now, Joe Burrow. The way Joe Burrow dominated the free toy with the 49ers so badly on Sunday. They went out and got Chase Young yesterday. Now, let me say this about Chase Young, and I'm going to let guys pull up. Let me say this about Chase Young, all right? Okay, that was it. The Yankees equal the rich, and the Marlins equal poverty. I do totally agree with that. That trade does not make San Francisco the team to beat. I'm sorry. No, it doesn't. Okay, let's keep it 1,000 here. It doesn't. Okay, I think San Francisco. I think that Jaguar game is going to be huge. Now, the Jaguars have beaten some good teams. Okay, they have. They've beaten some good teams, and they flopped against the Houston Texans at home. So to me, this is a bigger test for the Jacksonville Jaguars than the 49ers. Until the 49ers, until Brock Purdy can prove that he can beat good defenses, I don't want to hear about San Francisco. And don't look now, but the Hawk, that's right, the Hawk, is on top in the NFC West. And if the Hawk wins this week, what a game we got coming up on Thanksgiving night. Seattle and San Francisco. And they play 2 games in 3 weeks. Because between that, they play the Cowboys, okay, and the Eagles play at Philadelphia. So these teams are going to be banging heads. I just told Tony the game is at 9:30. I already told him that. So, all right, I'm going to rank the games of importance on Sunday. Okay. Number 1 game is Buffalo and Cincinnati. Because like I said, if Buffalo loses Sunday, that's it for them. I think quietly, Stephon Diggs, quietly, they don't believe Josh Allen, even though he's beaten Mahomes 3 times. I guess his teammates don't buy it with him. I think the Bills don't respect the Bengals. And from the GM to the players, they didn't respect the Bengals. You heard the comments after the game. Brandon Beane last year said, well, it's easy for them to ensemble a team that they got. They had number 1 picks for 8-10 years in a row. It's a cheap shot at the Bengal organization. So we're going to have a good one Sunday night. That's number 1. Number 2 is Seattle and Lamar Jackson. Baltimore, Seattle, in my opinion. The reason is Seattle, they already won in Detroit. But come on, man. Let's see you be like the old Seahawks, where the Seahawks dominated for a decade going to the Eastern time zone. Let's see you go to Baltimore, and let's see you neutralize Lamar. And then I will really be on the ship for you. Uncle, I have a friend who has signed Expose powder, blue jersey. Oh, the Expose powder blue with Andre Dawson, Vladimir Guerrero, and Tim Raines that he's selling for $600. Do you want it? Nah, I got the real Tim Raines. I'm not worried about that. Number 3 is definitely Miami and Kansas City on Sunday. No doubt about it. That game is number 3 on my scale. No doubt about it. Dolphins got to beat a marquee team. And I'll tell you right now, if Rodgers, let me announce that, by the way. According to Kimberly Martin of ESPN, she said this morning on Get Up. There's a timetable that Aaron may be back for the Falcon game, which is week 13. And let me talk about that for a second. About Aaron Rodgers, about if he does come back. The Jets' schedule is no longer hard, folks. They already played their tough games. And him coming back for Atlanta is a wise idea by the Jets if he does come back. Because Buffalo in 2 weeks. If the Bills lose this game this week, for the Jets, that's a very winnable game. Okay. Jets got the Chargers. They're at the Raiders next week. I don't think the Raiders have the personnel. Honestly, the quarterback situation is garbage. Just put shake on Davante Adams and let the Jets do the pass rush. If that does happen, that Aaron can be back by week 13, that throws, and the Jets are hanging in there, folks. They're 4-3. That throws a monkey wrench into everything in the AFC. Why? Aaron will have 6 weeks of games to play. And he should be getting in shape, throwing the football. That will be the wild card in the AFC if he does come back. And to me, I don't put nothing past that man. Nothing past him. Okay? And you AFC guys right now, I'm looking at the AFC. Burrow's back. Lamar is on a mission. Kansas City's struggling. Miami's good, but they got to beat a good team so people can believe. And the AFC North is a juggernaut right now. And right now, if he beats the 49ers in 2 weeks, if he beats the 49ers next week, Trevor Lawrence is going to be the story in the AFC. And a lot of people love the Jaguars in the AFC. Okay. I think they have more to prove. And it's crazy. Right now in the NFL, right now is at a crossroads right now. Mahomes, who the hell knows with him? Lamar is going to be on a mission. Miami loses this week, then no one's going to take Tua seriously. They're going to say, and look at Miami's next 5 games. They're not playing anybody. So Tua will pad his stats, but if they lose to the Chiefs on Sunday, people are going to say you only did it against bad teams. How can Canes go? Of course, Aaron Rodgers comes back. He is part of the NFL good old boys group. You can't make this shit up. Here in New York, word is the Giants will clean house completely because it's already has blown up for them. And I warned Iman and all these Giant fans that the worst thing they did was pay that average, and I mean average quarterback all that money. Didn't I tell you people that? Manzano said this is the most parity I've ever seen in the league the past decade or so. I've never seen it this close to where one conference has the top 5 teams this close within. I think it's a little different from that. And I said this 2 weeks ago. Somebody is going to come out of the woods and begin to percolate. And if they beat the Bills Sunday night, and what he just did in San Francisco, watch out for Cincinnati. I said to all you guys, someone's going to come out of the woodworks and start kicking ass. If they beat the Bills, and I think they will destroy Buffalo personally. The reason why I do, I'm going to tell you why. There was a lot of whispers that one of the main reasons why, and this is going to sound cold, but there are a lot of athletes who think this way. When the Bengals found out they had to go play the AFC Championship game, the Bills can play the AFC Championship game in a neutral site, and everything was about Hamlin. A lot of the Bill players took that shit personally, and you saw what they did in Buffalo. Okay. I think this time, if this week, I haven't heard anything because it's Wednesday. If the media, the national media, the ESPNs, the NFL Network, if they're playing it up about the Bills, got to go back to Cincinnati because of Hamlin, watch out. If these Bengal players keep hearing about Hamlin this week and not about can Buffalo go there and beat them, Cincinnati's going to kick their ass. Cincinnati's going to roll them. I saw Cincinnati on Sunday just toyed with the 49ers and beat the shit out of Brock Purdy. Okay? I told you guys, someone in the AFC is going to come out of the blue and start kicking some ass. And the Bengals had their bye week. It's looking more and more. If the Bengals win this game, the Bengals are going to make a statement in the AFC. Okay? If the Dolphins beat the Chiefs on a neutral site, everyone will take the Dolphins finally seriously. If they lose again, then nobody wants to hear about them until they go play Dallas Christmas week. And we're going to do Dallas, Miami all Christmas week. By the way, we will do that. So, I'm going to let these guys come up. Talk about Davante Adams, the firing of Ziegler and these New England flunkies and Josh McDaniels again. Let me get to Chase Young again with San Francisco. I think it's going to help for him and Bosa was teammates and boys in Ohio State. Looks like it's going to be fucking Aaron Rodgers. Looks like it's going to be Aaron Rodgers if all reports are true. Matter of fact, let me read a little bit. Let me see if this shit is let me read some of this shit. If Burrow wins this week, week 11, I will be up here. Thursday Night Football, Burrow versus Lamar. That's in 2 weeks from tomorrow. I will definitely do that game. You can bet on that. I will definitely do that game. Whew. And let me read what they're talking about with the Jets this morning. The Jets tried to get Mike Evans and Davante Adams, but the Buccaneers and the Raiders weren't interested. I don't know why. You may have gotten rid of coaches and the GM in Vegas. You didn't get rid of the quarterback. You don't want to play with Jimmy G. So what difference does it make? Davante Adams is going to still be bitching every week if he doesn't get his catches and they're not winning. Raiders should have got rid of his ass yesterday and have a clean slate. Raiders ain't going nowhere. But then again, Colonel Sanders is running the franchise. And last I checked, I saw his white ass dancing with the Las Vegas Aces two or 3 weeks ago at a Las Vegas nightclub, looking like a goddamn fool. Mark Davis, a.k.a. Colonel Sanders. The Colonel. That's why I call him the Colonel. Wearing that stupid all white. All right, the Jets are letting it be known to the NFL they'll be all over getting Davante Adams come March. So the Jets put it out there. They will be giving the Raiders whatever they want for Davante Adams. So Saquon Barkley got his wish. He didn't get traded. And Saquon's going to tell you why he's a losing player, because when the Giants go 4-13, he's going to be happy he's still in New York. And when the Giants still don't pay his ass and let him know that they paid their quarterback, and then Saquon's going to be butthurt again, and he look like a goddamn fool. Jets are ranked 12 now in the power rankings. Miami is 5. 5 in the power rankings. Did I let these guys up here yet? Yeah, I did. I dropped the link. I don't know why Manzano and Keynes didn't pull up. Of course, the Jets want Adams. It's all part of the Woody Johnson speech. Let me do it. First, I want to congratulate my good buddy Woodrow Johnson. What a recovery for the best quarterback in the planet, and Aaron Rodgers. I just played golf with my buddies yesterday out in Old Bethpage, and I'm going to let you guys know right now that if my coach don't win a playoff game this year, if there is no Super Bowl, he's going to be replaced. The fans deserve it. The community deserve it. The best Dolphin fans in the world up in New York City. No one supports the Dolphins better than the New York Dolphin fan club. They deserve it. So, no playoffs, no Super Bowl this year. We will definitely make a change at head coach. The fans deserve it. The community deserves it. Our New York fan base deserves it. The best fan base in the world. Best Dolphin fans in the world are in New York City. And they deserve it. There you go, Case. So Davante Adams, like I said, he's happy that the two clowns are gone. He told you fans this back in April that these two men who got fired this morning was both full of shit. He said that publicly, and he's not taking these guys seriously. And then when they got Jimmy G, he really say, "Look, man, this shit ain't gonna work." Well, guess what? Davante was right again. Okay. I could see the Jets trading their number one pick to get Davante Adams and reunite him with Aaron Rodgers, Alan Lazard, Garrett Wilson. Wow. 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 So Rodgers is working out. I told you folks when I saw the video of him moving around in the pregame show on Sunday. Kimberly Martin had it. AJ Ross had it. Beautiful AJ Ross had it. And looks like Aaron's going to be back week 13 against Atlanta. The New York Jets, the New York Packers. Next week we will do Green Bay. Speaking of the Packers, we'll do Dysfunction in Paradise or Dysfunction in Lambeau, and it is Dysfunctional in Lambeau. And guess what? And this is not going to happen on my watch. The quarterback gets no blame by the Green Bay media or the Green Bay fan base. That will not be the case when I destroy Jordan Love next week. He is a major problem with this out in Lambeau. Trust me. He's a major problem. Major. And I'll tell you all why next week. I will rip Brian Gutekunst too. So you better believe next week. This is the schedule for next week. Tuesday we'll do the Packers. Wednesday we'll do. I'm looking for someone from the LBGQ community to interview about Dwight Howard. We'll do that next Wednesday night. And then next Friday, I saw the Premier League Awards on Monday night. The great Lionel Messi, credit to him, won the Ballon d'Or trophy, his 8th trophy. Reynaldo was hearing it from the crowd Monday night over in the Middle East in Saudi Arabia. He basically gave the fans F you. He walked off the field. He was supposed to throw in the ball, and he just said, "I'm out of this shit." And Reynaldo has some words for about Messi. So winning his 8th. So Reynaldo not happy that he put his fingers to his lips, stayed quiet about Lionel Messi. Tony, you in here, bro? Please come up. Let's talk about this, Tony. Manzano, please come up, bro. Tony, get your ass up here, bro. Oh, we're gonna talk about this. Matter of fact, I have a new idea. I'm not gonna announce it now, but I will reach out to Miss Molina and get her and Bargoff, and I got a perfect idea for Saturday mornings up here. And I'll talk about it next week. Jordan Love getting roasted by his boy Mays. Damn. I guess the Love set sail on a cruise ship. Laughing my ass off. Damn. No, it's nothing like that. With Jordan Love, I'm hard on him because he should be doing a lot better than what he is. He's not horrible at all. It's just that If you want me to elaborate on it, Tony Manzano, are you out there? Please pull up. Canes, if you want to pull up. Let me say this. I'm going to talk about this next Friday night. The racism shown to Kylian Mbappe Monday night was disgusting. I'll say one thing about the Premier League. God damn, do those Europeans think they run the world, bro? This dehumanized Kylian Mbappe, bro. Wow. Damn. A lot of the African players, when they won awards Monday night, they talked about racism. You could see owners from other teams making sarcastic faces. The young man who got robbed, in his opinion, he was not happy. Let me get to this. Very easy. So Messi right now, everything looks great for him. Wow. So what is it? Messi and Ronaldo really dislike each other that much? Wow. And I'll tell you, Mbappe, they did a great job humiliating him. They said this man has not won awards yet in his career. I mean, damn, what does Mbappe have to do, bro? But they really hate that brother. I know what he did off the field in his personal life, and I guess they're still holding him. Let me talk about this young man, Erling Haaland of Norway. And this man had the best. These soccer players, boy, these guys can dress. And boy, the women these guys get is ridiculous. This young man was not happy that he's won every award except the Ballon d'Or trophy. He's not happy about that. And I didn't know the Premier League and La Liga had this much drama. They'll have me following it now. But I caught that anywhere the beautiful Kate Abdo is, I'm there. They have a tremendous soccer show every day called Kicking It with her, Micah, Tyrion Henry, and some other dude. And they do a great job on your Paramount streaming channel, Paramount Plus. Pretty cool show. By the way, they're taking the show to Miami at the end of November, the 28th and 29th. They're doing 2 shows in South Beach. And know what I'm saying? What's up, Canes? Wait, the Canes pop up. I wish Tony would pop up because I want to talk to him about this shit, bro. I'll hit Melina up tonight. I mean, this afternoon, tell her to pull up so me and her will talk about this a little bit. And so soccer doing its thing. A lot of people happy that Lionel Messi won the Ballon Trophy, the MVP of the Premier League. His eighth one. Ronaldo snapped back at him. Give me a minute, Mace. I will speak in a few. Okay. So, damn, Tony leaves when I need him the most. So I'll hit Melina up tonight, this afternoon, and tell her, hey, got a great idea. Aaron Rodgers could be back the earliest week 13 against Atlanta. Wimbayama led a 20-point comeback, helped the Spurs upset the Suns, and wasn't a good night in the desert last night. If you or you're fans of the teams in the desert. Let me hit Baby Girl up. People showing off their Halloween costumes. Keep the Halloween bullshit alone. I don't care for it. So let me get Melina. Let me hit her up. I'm still up here, folks. I mean, what else do you want me to speak about, gang? I mean, but I think that soccer is very interesting. So, so sorry for the dead. I didn't mean that. I'm just chilling. Let me see what else is in here. Keynes is taking care of something. Let me also add this. You know, I was talking about this the other night about these fanboy guys. These are the guys who have paraphernalia of the team. Some of these guys, matter of fact, let's just call it like this. A lot of these guys are fugazi. You know what I'm saying? And there's guys who really love their teams. And me and Auntie had this disagreement, and I told him that when more, it's gonna take not the Gilbert Arenas. I mean, when you're talking to YouTube chicks, Cam Newton's another one. When you're talking to YouTubers, to me, I look at you like, bro, this is the best you can do. Now, Tyreek Hill, with his podcast, he does it right. It's just him, it's his boy who's doing the questioning, just like KJ Wright does it right out in Seattle. It's just them kicking it. They don't need no fan. Well, the guy was working with KJ. Let me take that back. He is a fanboy. And that guy's background is he what you call it? He washes the team's cars, like the players. That's how he became clicked with a lot of the Seahawk players. He has a car wash, and that's where the players go. Just to let you know that for years, I probably say about the last 25 years. So, I said the other night that big time star players who are retired, these guys, like I'll tell you right now, I'll use Philadelphia as a perfect example. If Nick Foles wanted to do a podcast right now, every Eagle fan will be listening to that podcast, giving donations like crazy. The reason is obvious. If you don't know, Nick was the quarterback of their championship team, the Philly Special, 6 years ago. See, it's going to take guys like that. Like I said about the Dolphins, if Marino, Duper, and Clayton did a podcast, forget it, bro. Those type of players, if they did it, wow. And there's going to be some corporate entity that's going to pay them a few $1,000,000 to do it. And they'll send their people over there. And that's the way it's going to work in the future. Not too long from now, either. not too long from now. And it's going to be fascinating when that happens. If you haven't noticed, ex television stars are now all over YouTube. But I get a feeling, it's just me, but I just get a feeling in the next couple of years that for the average dude to compete with the athletes, the former athletes, former TV stars, if you're into gossip, you're going to have to get yourself, and this is going to sound crazy, you're going to have to build your own $1 million studio. That day is coming very soon. I do see that. So,
I'm here, Mace.
what do you think about what I said about the soccer awards on Monday night?
About what Ronaldo said?
That plus the racism that's in that sport and is in Europe. When that player, I forgot who won the award, and he was up there and he was talking about the racism that
Mbappe,
goes
right?
on. No, they humiliated Mbappe. He didn't win anything. They made him Mbappe. They made him sit completely separate from all the guys who were the candidates to win the awards. They put him right smack in the middle, in front of the Manchester City team. And the look on Mbappe's face, man. He didn't win nothing.
Damn.
Now I know his personal life. I don't know if that's one of the things they hold against him. I know they hold race against him. Melina told me that when in the World Cup. But the I'll tell you, that Premier League and La Liga, they got a lot of drama in those sports, bro. In those two leagues, man. It's crazy. But I
I
got
think.
an idea. Yeah, go ahead.
You finish, August.
No, I got an idea. Right. I just got a pretty cool idea. You know,
What's that?
I gotta do some talking first. I gotta talk to Melina. Then I'll let everybody know about it. Got something in the works. And you are going to be part of it, by the way, if you want to be.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
You know,
I think all this. I think the treatment that they're treating Mbappe is
yeah,
very sad, honestly.
I saw that Monday night. I caught the awards and just the look on his face, and you had all these owners of these teams laughing at him, bro. I'm talking about the owners.
Yeah.
Other players were making faces every time they showed them. Boy, I guess racism is really prevalent in that league. I did not know that it was that bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Only they try to um um they try to make it seem like it's not that bad.
Hey, I knew 20 years ago, man, when they used to throw urine balloons at the black players. I knew it was bad, man.
That's messed up.
Yeah, bro. I had a buddy who was I used to work with him. He was a big fan of Real Madrid. So he used to tell me the craziness about European soccer.
Yeah, some of them are a bit harsh when it comes to certain stuff.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, I've seen some stuff and I've heard some stuff, and I just shake my head in disgust.
Yeah, man. So the show Kicking It, Terry Henry and my man Micah Richards, they're all gonna be in South Beach November 28th and 29th to do the show live.
And that's for soccer or what?
Soccer.
Nice.
It's all Premier League in La Liga. So if you like that and you like that they do that, the show is very good.
Well, our team's already done, so they ain't gonna come back. They buried themselves a hole, so I don't think they're gonna come back.
Yeah, I hear you, man. But I got a good idea. I'm gonna pass it through Melina first and see what she thinks. All right, Inter Miami announces that the China tour has been canceled due to unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah, basically it's COVID. It's bad over there. I have a cousin and my grandma's family over in Japan, and they said it's still bad over there too. So, well, did you hear what happened at the Rose Bowl
Yep.
Saturday?
Yeah, I forgot who told that story, and he was laughing his ass off in his video, man. Because this
No,
guy hates Dion, man. So he was laughing about it.
a bunch of the players got robbed.
Word is, it was the good old boys out there, and they hired some Bloods and Crips and some essays out there to rob the Colorado team.
Damn.
That's the word. Also, the security, everybody stayed on code. That's what white supremacists do. Everybody stayed on code and said they didn't know anything. The security guards, everybody said, we don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. We didn't know someone robbed them.
Yeah, that's just sad, man. Honestly,
A lot of people eat that team, bro.
Yeah, but when you rob somebody, it shouldn't matter what the skin color is. Robbery is robbery, and that's a crime.
You're right
And
about that.
because these are human beings in a college football stadium, and they're people too. But evidently, um, some don't see it like that.
A lot don't see it like that, including our own people. You'd be amazed.
Well, a friend of mine, he told me the same thing as you did, and he's like, "Yep, that's the truth."
Yeah. Shit. What do you think I'm gonna be doing on Rumble? It's gonna be a lot of stuff like that. And why it's gonna be a lot of topics and stuff why we hate each other. Yeah, you're gonna see that up there. A lot of that, matter of fact.
I even see it in the Asian community.
Yeah,
There's a
New
lot of
York is very segregated with the Asians.
there's a lot of
Chinese
hate
live
there
in,
too.
yeah, Chinese live in Chinatown in Lower Manhattan, right by the Brooklyn Bridge. The Koreans live in Koreatown in Queens, by where the Mets play in City Field, and the Japanese live in in um in Astoria, yeah, and in Jersey, yeah. It's segregated like that with
Yeah,
them.
yeah, they're all rivals. Some
I
of
remember
them.
every nurse I had,
Hmm.
except one, was Philippine, and all of them said they hate the Chinese. God damn,
Well, they are rivals in some ways.
it's crazy. Like, I'll give you a perfect example in my culture. The Caribbeans and the Africans hate the American blacks. They can't stand us, bro.
Damn.
That was nice, a messy Monday night. If you didn't see it, let his youngest son hold his Ballon d'Or MVP trophy.
I got to see that.
You saw that?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It would have. It was. It was a very cool moment.
Yeah. In a time where I needed Tony to talk about soccer, he's gone. Yo, Dad, pull up, man.
That boy, what's up?
Yeah, pull up, man. Pull up, bro. The link is right there, right above your name. Pull up. Yeah, man. I talked about this last night when I was on. I did a whole segment on it last night when I came on. I did the Premier League and the awards. I hit Melina up, so maybe she'll pull up tonight. When she pull up, I'll just bring them right on up and talk about this idea. You're gonna be in the chat, so you'll hear it. I think you're gonna love it too. And this kicking it gave me a great idea. Gave me a great idea. I said, you know what? I could do that over here. I got a lot of soccer and football fans who come through here. Maybe they'll like an idea if I have. Since college football, in my opinion, is over next week.
And they got Ohio State number one. And I'm like, what?
Which is a joke. See, that's the problem with college football. It is really a Big Ten sport. Yeah. They love the Big Ten. They love Notre Dame.
Yeah. And I told one of my Florida State friends, I'm like, yo, man, it doesn't matter what y'all do, because they're always going to favor your Ohio States, your Michigans, your Georgias.
And they already said it. They don't like Florida State's strength of schedule. They said once they lose, then they won't make the playoffs.
Yeah. And my Florida State friends said, oh, that shouldn't matter because we beat LSU. I'm like, what is LSU now?
One thing about LSU, though, their big game is Saturday night. They win, they beat Bama, they knock Bama out. And if they beat Georgia in the playoff, the SEC championship, they're going to get in. Okay, Manzano's here, so we can talk to him about this. What's up, Tony?
Hey guys, how are you today?
Good. I was just talking about the Premier League. If you didn't hear, Ronaldo Monday night took shots at Messi winning the Ballon d'Or trophy for an 8th time.
Yeah. That's hypocrisy from Ronaldo. He has the same amount of trophies.
Why does Ronaldo hate Messi so much?
Because they were always compared to each other coming up. They've always hated each other since they were younger. They're only like a year apart, him and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
They're only a year apart in age and stuff like that. They came up in the minor league systems of Barcelona and Madrid, Real Madrid, around the same time, and stuff like that.
Yeah, this stuff got this. I watched the awards Monday night, and me and you spoke about a little bit last night about how the Premier League awards totally humiliated Mbappe.
Oh, Kylian.
And Kylian, yeah, and Ronaldo. If you don't know, folks, they dropped the charges, but he was in trouble over in the Saudi Arabia to the point where if he was found guilty, he was going to get 99 lashes.
Like for like, did he rape someone? What happened?
He hugged a woman in the elevator, and they didn't like that. So
they're very traditional in Saudi Arabia.
The money they pay to him, the money they gave Neymar, and I heard this. This man is making $330 million on a 2-year contract.
Yeah,
And they broke down the money, how much he makes an hour a
Per match.
day. Wow.
Yeah, no, Messi, Ronaldo actually, for the team he plays for, I think he gets paid like 30 million per match, 30 million, 10 million per day, and 5,000 per hour. That's the only way they can. Saudi Arabia can get these like guys like a Ronaldo, or a Messi, or a what's it called, a Neymar, to go there. They have to overpay for them and stuff like that. Messi didn't want to go. Messi said he wouldn't have enjoyed himself in. They offered him the same amount of money they gave to Ronaldo, uncle, and he said he denied it because he wouldn't have enjoyed being in Saudi Arabia.
Really? Wow.
Oh,
I didn't know.
you guys were talking about Florida State earlier.
Yeah, this guy Greg McElroy, from ABC, he was on Colin Cowherd, and the word on the street is one Florida State loss, they're not getting into the playoff. Like if they lose the ACC championship to, let's say, Miami, they're not going to make the championship.
No matter how close the game is.
Nope, because to them, remember, the good old boys runs college football. They didn't play anybody.
The SEC runs college.
Yeah, the good old boys.
Bubba and the boys. Is that what you're saying?
That's right, Bubba and the crew.
Bubba and the boys are at it again, Mace. I was on Twitter and they're calling for Saban's head.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, Nick loses Saturday night, boy, I tell you.
See, for me, I've always said this, like, since the beginning of the season, Florida State is a good team, but they really, like, that win against LSU is looking worse and worse. LSU's out of the top 10. For me, Miami's win against Texas A&M looks better because they're back in the top 20, top 25.
Yeah, but Miami's not going to be in the playoffs.
No, I understand that, but when you look at their wins against SEC teams, I'm saying Miami's win looks better now because Texas A&M is back in the top 25. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Mace, do you think do you want to face Colorado in a bowl game to shut them up?
Oh yeah, I would like to see that. Yeah.
No, thank
shut
you.
the media up saying they're the next Miami.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. When I heard that, I'm like, what are these people smoking? Really?
Those people are all gone.
No, thank you.
You don't want nothing to do with Deion?
Nope.
I'm surprised.
The media's turning on Deion already. Did you see that, Miss?
Yeah, I was talking about that. How much they hate Deion now.
I don't think it's hate. They just finally get see, if you were a head coach, would you say what he said during during that press conference, Uncle?
No.
Where he said these players don't love football?
That's what he says. Players don't love football?
Yeah, the players on his team don't love football. He's saying that about his own son, too.
Yeah, they like to hang around fools like what's that clown?
Offset?
Like Big Glock. People like that.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Little Uzi or whatever his face is.
Yeah, boy, I killed them on that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Wayne doesn't like that drama. It's the young kids. Like Lil Wayne was at that game, and did you see he ignored some of these kids?
Yeah,
Lil Wayne's too old for that shit, to be honest.
exactly. Plus, he wasn't really there
Lil
because
Wayne's your age, right, mates? Around your age?
I think he's a lot younger than me.
No,
Not that
but
old.
to be honest, Mace, like I've said this multiple times, I can't stand this this hip hop music today. Like, I listen to the guys you grew up with, like you listened to when you were younger, and
Yeah.
as you got older, like KRS-One and stuff like that. I can't stand these rappers today. Like, there's no substance to their music, really. You agree?
Yeah, I don't pay it no attention.
Okay. In your honest opinion, Mace, why do you think a guy like KRS doesn't get enough enough respect by the mainstream people? Is it because he didn't produce enough albums, or was it just because he refused to go mainstream?
He doesn't get the love because he sings positive music. And when you in that hip hop world, you gotta sing negative music.
So that's why they got behind guys like Biggie and Tupac a lot.
Yes.
Over guys like they got behind Dre, they got behind Ice Cube,
Yes.
Andre 3000.
I don't know who Andre 2000 is, but yeah.
Andre 3000 is the guy from Outkast.
Yeah, guys like that, yeah.
Yeah, no. Guys who sing about getting shot at and stuff like that. Like KRS, guys like KRS-One. Who was the other guy that you put me up on? It's an older guy. Guys like Cool in the not Cool in the Gang. Sugar Hill Gang and stuff like that. Were you a big fan of Sugar Hill?
No.
You're not a big fan of Sugar Hill Gang, Grandmaster Flash, and
Flash I saw perform when I was a kid many times. Because remember, I was there at the beginning, not the very beginning, but I was there in the late 70s.
what they call block parties now. What did they call when you were a kid?
Jams.
And they would have had all these big hip hop artists would actually come to these neighborhood jams and like perform for free.
Yeah, you didn't pay for nothing back in the day. You just show up and you ask. Like for me, when I went to see Flash, I would go a little early and ask Melly Mel, could I put my boombox next to the crate speaker? He said, "Yeah, go ahead."
Oh, thanks for clarifying that for me, Canes. I thought they were ranked. I thought they got ranked after they beat recently beat a ranked team and stuff like that. That's why I thought they got ranked. Oh my God! You saw Jimbo's getting turned on, Mace? Too?
Who?
Jimbo?
Well, what happened to Fisher?
Jimbo Fisher.
No, what happened? I don't know.
The fan base at Texas A&M is turning on him, and that the administration is turning on Jimbo already.
Oh, that's what happens when you don't produce.
Were you ever a big fan of Jimbo, Mace?
Never.
You thought he was overrated?
Yes.
Jimbo is one of these guys that got. How do you underperform with the amount of talent he had at Florida State and at Texas A&M? Explain that to me.
Say again?
How do you underperform at Florida State with the amount of talent that he had and the amount of talent he has at Texas A&M? Explain that.
I don't know, but he won it. He won in Tallahassee.
No, what I'm saying, what I'm saying is underperforming. He should have won more national championships at Florida State with the amount of talent he had.
Well, they was dealing with Alabama back then.
Alabama and Clemson.
Yeah.
So Uncle, you don't know. So you don't actually what I was saying in the chat earlier. So you understand where I'm coming from with what I'm saying. Like having that 87 win, having the minimum be 87 wins for a team, wild card team.
Yeah, but I also believe if you push that back to what they want to push it back to,
Having a 1-game wild card and then having they want to have a 7-game division series. Like the once you get to the second round, they don't want it the 5 games and stuff like that. They wanted having a 7-game series for
yeah,
both the NLCS and the AL, the division series and the championship series, and they're gonna eliminate the the 100 day 163.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea.
And no, because they're saying people are complaining that there's too many. The reason why these teams like Atlanta and what is it called, and the
The
Dodgers
Dodgers.
got eliminated in the first round. In the second round is because they had such a long layoff and stuff like that.
Basically, what that tells me is
They want to
it's
give
like I
the
said,
better team a higher chance of winning.
I'll tell you right now, I don't think the Braves will beat the Phillies in a 7-game series.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't, and you don't think the Dodgers would beat the Diamondbacks?
Maybe that would happen. But they can make all the rules they want. Bochy's about to become the GOAT. So,
And did you see what I said about Dusty? I feel bad for Dusty, even though he won one championship. He's gonna get overshadowed by Bochy, specifically in the National League, because of him and La Russa, because they won. No, Bochy specifically because Bochy. This is gonna be Bochy's 4th or 3rd.
4th.
Yeah, 4th title in the decade. So him and La Russa are gonna get overshadowed because they don't have enough championships.
Yeah, this is Bochy's world now. Plus, the media loves Bochy. And one more reason why they love Bochy, he never did it into this World Series. His wins in San Francisco, he had below average offenses. Below average.
Besides when he had Buster Posey.
Posey was okay. He wasn't.
You didn't consider Buster a superstar?
Do I consider Buster Posey a superstar? No.
He's a great player, but he's not a superstar.
He ain't a great player. He's good. He's not great.
Did you see what? Did you see? Did you see? I was on Twitter and some Giants fans had this delusional way of thinking, Uncle. They were comparing Buster Posey to Johnny Bench.
No. Don't get me wrong. They're delusional about that. But you can argue Buster Posey is clearly the best catcher in the 21st century.
Over a guy like Pudge Rodriguez and...
No, Pudge did his best in the 90s.
He was past it by the time he got to the 2000s and 2010s.
Oh, yeah. I mean, by that time,
So you think he's better than Salvador Perez?
That's a good one, what you just said.
Because to me, I think Salvador is better because he's more consistent. Buster was too streaky to me. way too streaky. You agree?
No, Boston was good until he started to break down. And then the last year of his career, he hit over 300 again. That was the year they won 108 games.
Was that the year that they got eliminated from the... Did they win the World Series that year?
No, that was 2 years ago. They lost to the Dodgers.
Oh, okay. That was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Who was the last great catcher?
You was the one who asked me the question. You said, who do you think's going to surprise in baseball, Mace? And I said San Francisco. And that year they won 108 games.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I think we were talking about it at the beginning of the year. I think it was...
Yeah, 2021.
2021.
2021.
Yeah, 2021.
You asked me the question, and I said San Francisco, and they won 108 games.
Yeah.
And why did San Francisco couldn't beat the Dodgers? Below average offense.
Yeah. It seems like, I don't know what it is with San Francisco. Them and the Marlins have issues developing offensive players consistently. Is it because of the stadiums they play in, Mace?
You know what it is, Tony? You want the truth?
What?
They don't develop good offenses because they don't want to pay. You know, let's say a player like
Ohtani.
No, I'll give you a perfect example. Corey Seager. Dodgers didn't pay him. Texas is about to prove to you folks that when you spend $175 million on your second baseman, and Simeon finally woke up last night and knocked in 5 runs, and the MVP of the World Series is about to be Corey Seager, and he's going to join an exclusive group. He'll be the 5th player in the history of Major League Baseball to win 2 World Series MVPs, folks. The Dodgers let him walk. You think the Dodgers want him now?
They regretted letting him walk.
Yeah. You don't think Cody Bellinger hit 309, knocked in 100? You don't think they regret now letting Cody Bellinger walk out the ball? Cody Bellinger?
So San Francisco, Miami, and LA have issues paying their own players, is what you're saying.
Yes.
They like paying other people's players, but they don't.
The Yankees are the captain of that ship.
Who was the last player that they played that was their own? The Dodgers.
Hitting or pitching?
Hitting.
Damn.
Oh no! Pitching. My mistake.
Kershaw.
Yeah. Country bumpkin.
Oh, he's not really a country bumpkin.
My favorite is when Max Scherzer got to LA, he started talking all that shit. I'm like, where did this come from? Where the hell did this come from?
Oh, you sure heard Max the other day. I was thinking about you.
What did Max say now?
You know, this is the best place I ever played. These guys know how to win. You know, and they don't really need me to win. We're that good.
I'm like, Max, where was this when you were with the Dodgers? You didn't say this when the Dodgers traded for you.
I did say it.
That man stays sucking up, though, man.
Who?
Scherzer. He stays sucking up.
Can you imagine if you, Mace, would he talk all this shit if he was with the Yankees?
No.
Or the Mets?
He did it with the Mets.
You don't think the Yankees would allow him to talk all that shit?
No.
Why do you say that?
Why do I say that? Because the Yankees don't let you do those things.
Yeah, no, and you know the sad part about it. What Kane said in the back chat? I
What?
heard rumors that they were gonna actually, before he passed away, they were gonna sign him to a massive extension. Jose Fernandez.
All I know is this. The Yankees was ready to
Offer the Marlins a farm for Jose Fernandez.
oh yeah, they showed so much luck, and they also showed no class when he died.
The Yankees?
Yep.
Or the organization or the fans?
The organization.
What did they called him a drug addict?
What did Randy Levine said? No one bites the dust.
Okay, that is just disrespectful. Really? Seriously?
Yeah. Yankees looked at him as, oh, okay, he's gone, so what? We'll find somebody else. Yeah, that's how the Yankees do business, man.
And me and Mace crack up about this all the time. Canes, that Randy Levine, and instead of paying attention to their own team, they were paying attention to the Montreal Canadiens during what year was that? The year that they made it to the
2021.
Oh, yeah, it was 2000. Was it the Stanley Cup Finals?
Right? Yeah, Montreal versus Tampa.
I'm like, you guys better be paying attention to your team who's blowing a division lead instead of paying attention to the Montreal Canadiens and stuff like that. I'm like, and you said they were popping champagne as soon as they heard.
Hell yeah, they were celebrating.
So wait, so the Montreal Canadiens are the only sports franchises that are close enough to the Yankees?
It's a major threat, yes.
In terms of championships.
Yep, that's all the Yankees care about.
They don't care about winning. They care about keeping their 27 championship record.
That's all they care about.
Who do you think the Yankees would rather have, Mace? Soto or Ohtani?
Ohtani, but the Yankees feel they're not going to get him.
I'm saying that I keep on saying this. It's either Ohtani either goes to the Dodgers or Seattle. He stays on the West Coast, to be honest. I think he'd rather stay on the West Coast because that's a faster flight to Japan to visit his family. I said this
a couple of months ago. Word on the street is Ohtani lives in Seattle during the off season because he has all the access to the good-looking Japanese women. That's why Seattle was high on his list.
He looked up to Ichiro. He said the reason why he wants to play in Seattle also, he looked up to Ichiro and he wants to break most of his records for Seattle.
I could see Seattle getting him. But I get the feeling, see, Ohtani, when he went to the Angels, he signed early.
Is he still young, Ohtani?
28 years old.
Oh, okay. No, because I thought they signed him at like 23 or 24, like 23 or 25 years old.
No, he only been in the Angels 6 years. They signed him when he was like 22.
Okay, 20. Yeah, 20. It was a young, like early 20s. I know that.
Yeah, Ohtani it was the early 20s for him.
So Uncle, do you think once the international draft happens, they eliminate this posting system for these Japanese players so they can come in as teenagers into the draft?
Yeah.
Do you like the idea of an international draft, or do you like it just for college and the American high school players?
I like it for the American high school players.
No, I'm saying you like it how it is now, where it's just the collegiate players and the high school players.
I like international too.
Yeah, I like the idea because it eliminates these college players, these American players saying that these college players and high school players saying that these international players get paid more. The kids from Cuba and the Dominican Republic getting paid more than them in international. It eliminates international free agency and stuff like that, and the ability for these players to complain about the money. That's why that's why they've been trying to the Players Association specifically, the American side, those American players have been trying to eliminate the posting systems because they feel it's unfair to them because they feel these players get paid way more than them straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So Uncle, who do you think Connor Bedard is going to be the next superstar, or do you think he's not anywhere near a guy like uh you don't think Connor's at the level of a Connor McDavid?
No, he's not at the level of Connor McDavid. No.
Or Sidney Crosby?
Sidney Crosby, yes.
But not Connor?
McDavid, no.
He's not Jesus, as we call him.
No. He is not he is not Jesus. No.
Uncle, did you see they were reviewing the games? I think it was on TNT. When do they do the NHL games on TNT?
Wednesday tonight.
Yeah. They were talking about Connor McDavid, and did you see the look on Wayne Gretzky's face?
Mm-hmm.
He looked so disgusted.
Gretzky likes him though.
Why did
McDavid is a good dude. His problem is
can't stay healthy.
That and Connor's problem is he's too serious. He's going to marry. Finally, he's going to marry Daisy. Been with her for like 12 years.
Yeah, and I agree with what Kane's is saying. The passion gets affected. Like, he says the passion, because the passion is more of an effect among international players.
Yeah, because in other countries, like for instance, soccer and baseball is all they have, which is why
basketball, we have football, we have
hockey. Which is why when they play USA players, they make them look bad.
Yeah, no, and to be honest, Canes also they say this about the boxers coming out of like Mexico and Mexico specifically. They have this mentality where they're still fighting for their food, even though if they get a lot, like guys that are coming from like Central America, compare the fighters that are coming out of Central America and stuff like that. Do you agree with that, mate? That the mentality is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they still have the mentality that they're fighting for their food, and stuff. The Americans these American athletes have grown up in a comfortable lifestyle. Do you agree?
Yes.
Facts.
Which is a sad thing to say. Like, that's why I think that's why these athletes care more about the money than the passion for the sport and stuff like that.
I definitely agree with that.
And I think that's the issue with Aaron too. Like, I think he cares more about money than I don't think he cares about the sport anymore.
2 weeks ago, Pat McAtee, who's in a lot of trouble right now, and there's rumors he's not going to do game day anymore after this year. There is rumors that them and ESPN will go in their separate ways.
What did Pat do?
And by the way, the Dolphins are already in Germany.
Oh, what happened with Pat? Did he say something racist on?
He told the truth 2 weeks ago. He said, "Look, when you got the money, you pay the people you want on your show." Reportedly, he gave Aaron Rodgers $10 million to be on the show every week.
Which I understand ESPN didn't want that to come out, but
he's paying Nick Saban $6 million to come on his show every week. Fucking Josh McDaniels. Fucking Mike McDaniel. If you just heard where I just played a little bit, because I don't want to get in trouble. Mike McDaniels is in Germany, and he walked into the press conference. He's wearing the Dolphins warm-up suit with no socks on, and he said, "Yeah, what you thought? I'm bigger than you people thought I am." Yeah, people don't understand. Mike McDaniel was like 6'2". Dolphins very smart. They left. They're already in Germany, bro.
Yeah, they're enjoying life over there, and I don't blame them.
I didn't even know this man was in the building. Let me see. Jimbo Fisher won national championship. Yeah, that's what I told Tony. DJ Khaled, another one. F. Khaled, Jackie O, Trina. Nigga, please. Key Glock and I Big Glock. I didn't even know 305 was in the building. What's up, family?
305. Salute, man.
Yes, yeah, man. What's up, bro? At work right now. Didn't even know he was in the building. Give a shout out to our brother
305
from another. The great. That's right, folks. I've never met a guy more popular among YouTube guys than 305. I'm that serious. Everybody likes 305. Saying what's up to my brother. Who else is in that chat room? Been busy doing this. Let me see if Manzano left. 305, baby. Yeah, Manzano always leaves, man. This was the funny one. Yeah, I know you're at work. That's why I appreciate you pulling up, huh? I am by. See you all this evening. Peace, Soul Train. Yes, sir. I'm out of here in 3 minutes, but I'm gonna keep 305. I'm gonna keep brother man out here. Wayne Chung to live and die in Green Bay. The remix. God damn it. You ain't lying. I'll do that next week. To live and die in Green Bay. Oh, shit. I will definitely do that. You know what? That should be the name of it. To live and die in Green Bay. You're right about that, Keynes.
Yeah, man. I'll take $4 million and I'll survive off the interest.
The reason why, if people are wondering why Pat McAtee got all this money, about 6 years ago, 6, 7 years ago. Barstool Sports but got gazillions of dollars. They got a bunch of Wall Street people that run them. I mean, they paid Kay Adams, gave her 10 years, $300 million for Kay Adams to leave NFL Network to do her show every day. They gave a $300 million deal with Pat McAtee. And what did Pat McAtee do back in 2019? He paid Aaron Rodgers to come on his show. And he said he has no damn regrets about doing it. Now he got Nick Saban. Isn't this people, folks, that you want to hear from? Imagine a former player. Let me think of a former player that has made a lot of money. Let me think. All right. Imagine if Carson Palmer, with all the money he made, he said, you know what? I got so much money. Let me get a sponsor. Let me start paying these guys. And he got Patrick Mahomes every week. He got Tua every week. He got trying to think of another. Kirk Cousins. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. You don't think people would listen to that every week? Are you kidding me? Give Pat McAtee a lot of credit. And he was honest by saying, hey, you got the money. You got to take care of the people who take care of you. I'm not ashamed giving Aaron and now Coach Saban what I give him. To him, it's nothing. You know why it's nothing? Because he will get some corporation will tell Pat McAtee, you know what, we'll pick up the tab. Just keep getting these guys on every week. We'll pick up the tab. Bang. Sponsored by going over there to Beirut, Brazil, and Europe. I'm not going to Europe anytime soon, 305. Okay. You can forget the Euro trip. Okay, that's not happening. 305, I will see you tonight. Thank everybody for being here for the Davante Adams. And 305, by the way, broke the story. He broke the story to me. Texted me this morning. I was doing my walk. I saw the text and I said, I'm going to give 305 the praise. So 305 gets all the credit for breaking the Davante Adams story. We'll see you tonight, everybody. We'll talk more football. We got an NBA doubleheader tonight. Thumbnail will be up later. Dame versus Pascal Siakam. Milwaukee and Toronto tonight. And now that De'Aaron Fox is out tonight, there'll be no late game. We'll have guys up here chilling and just talking shit. So I know Canes will be one of them. 305 will be one of them. So we'll see you tonight, everybody. 6:30 Eastern time with the pregame show. Have a great afternoon. It's just 12 noon. Yeah, you watching AEW. I'm going to keep Canes with me. Have a great afternoon and enjoy your day, everybody. And everybody on the East Coast, enjoy your lunch. And in the Southland, in the Dallas, North Texas area, get ready to celebrate because you're going to win your first World Series, if not tonight, Friday night. Have a good day, everybody. People in the clouds, thank you for being here. Good day from the Oasis. Thank you, 305. You enjoy your day too, fam. Put something in the back for you. Then I am out of here. episode 5. Be back tonight after wrestling. Okay. And I am out the door. I'll ask you this since we're off the